Hey guys, this video is a quick tutorial on how to share a program or existing program that you've already copied across at the start of the year into new classes. So the example I'm sort of doing is I'm looking at Derek's timetable here. We're currently in rotation 3 of our year 7s or year 8. This could be also with our year 8s where we at the start of a new term, and we want to copy the new, like the existing program into a new sort of group of students, into a new timetable. I'm just going to swap screens here. So you can sort of see on Derek's timetable we've got, this is one year 7 class in purple, and this is the other year 7 class here in green there, and they're our new rotation 3 kids. We've already copied this program across at the start of the year, and we've been using that already in rotation 1 and rotation 2. And for this purple group, we've already actually shared the program that we had copied into that one already. It's this group down here is the one I'm looking at. Now to do this, the first thing I do, I get my pen and I actually look at the code and I write down the code of the class that I want to copy my master program to. So this code up here, the one that we've already copied it to for this rotation, was the woodwork group H, and the one I want is the woodwork group G. But I write down this entire code on my piece of paper. So that's my first tip that I want to give you. Once you've done that, come across to the left hand toolbar and go into the list of programs, and you need to find your master program that you copied at the start of the year that all the other classes are sort of running off. So I know that already it is in Derek has already done this. So if I scroll down all of Derek's different programs that he's got here, I can find his year 7 2025 program. It's really well titled, so I can see that that's the one that we're currently working off. I can also see the classes that it's already been attached to. So this term, rotation 3, I can notice that there it is there, the H group, but there's last rotation, the second rotation, and the first rotation groups are all already there as well. Okay. Now to bring it across to that group G that we wrote down earlier, I need to come across that Edit Collaboration Settings button and left mouse button on that, and I want to actually start typing in the actual code there. Now because this is, I suppose I'm logged in as my name and I'm trying to find one of Derek's, so I need to type not all my classes, I need to go all classes 225. If you're logged in and you're trying to find your class, it should just be automatic there. But I start typing the code in. So it was 2025.07 DAT for Design Technology, MT Materials Technology, and .woodwork .h. So you can see why I had to write that down. So I now can left mouse button and select that's the program I want to attach the master copy to. And we do have the option there. Do we want to copy it or do we want to share it? Just remember at the start of the year you copy, throughout the year you share. So we're going to share that across. And hey presto, it's all done. If I come back to the timetable or Derek's timetable, I can see now, oh, sorry, I made a mistake. It was meant to be G, wasn't it, instead of H. Let's just quickly do that again. So I go into the list of programs, I find the program. This is just re-emphasising, I suppose I didn't deliberately do that, but it just re-emphasises why you need to write that code down. So all classes for 2025. Come in here, type the actual code down, the bit that you wrote on the bit of paper, DAT, Materials Design Technology, woodwork, .h, sorry, .g, I did H before, so it's G is on my bit of paper here. I want to share it across the G. Okay, and I always go and check it on my timetable, and because it's got the actual marks book there, I can see that it's actually there. If I open up the program, I can just check that everything is there. Now I want to go into, if you go into collaborations, you can come back and you see that, okay, so all these different classes are collaborating, or they're running from the master program. I want to, at the moment, and here, so I'm just going to go back one step and show that again. If I go into the pathway setting, and just want to make sure that you are on cover page here, make sure you're on cover page, and if you go into the pathway setting, you can see that all of these classes that we've run out at the moment, they're all running from, they're all running from the master. What that kind of means is, if I make a change on my master program, it changes all of these different classes here. Or, because they're all running together, if I make a change here, it also changes that there, or changes that there. And that could be good in some situations, but for us, particularly if you've got multiple or different teachers, multiple classes, I'd run it on its own separate pathway. That allows you to make minor changes to the organisation of the lessons. So if you're away one day and you need to slide a relief in for that day, you can put your relief in there and it doesn't affect all your other classes. Let's do that. So our master, with step one, we're going to go to the drop down menu. We don't want to just copy some of it across. We want to copy everything across. So we're going to copy that across. And I'm going to do that twice, because Derek's actually got 2 Year 7 classes at the moment. So these two, and I kind of call them slaves in a way, because the slaves are running off the master. But the pathway is that this program is running from the master program. I can actually retitle it. I can title this one, I can type it something really simple, because no kids don't see this or anything. I can type it Derek's Woodwork Year 7 Rotation 3. Maybe I can go Group H. H, a capital H. I'm going to also rechange the name of this one, but this one I'm going to call Group G. Yeah. And then when I find from my list here, there's G on the top. I want to change its pathway directory, and from here I can now select. So I want Group G on its own pathway of G. I want H. I can find, because I changed the name, I can easily find it to H. Seems really simple, but when you get more classes in here at the end of the year, naming these like this will help you. What we've effectively done, they'll have the same marks book. Everything at the moment will be exactly the same as the master. If we change anything in the master, if we go back at the start and we change anything in our master, which you can find in your list of programs here, it will change its slaves, or the programs that are being shared off it. But if I change anything now in H, it won't affect G or anything else. Similarly, if I change G, it won't affect H. So I save that. I can go back to my timetable, and you might just want to sort of check to see if all that's working. I really hope that helps. I had to do that about 20 times before it actually made sense to me. Probably, and similar to, sorry, I'm just trying to change my screens here. I've kind of explained this, probably similar to something like in Word. There's always 3 different ways of doing something. There's, in Word, if you're having to cut and paste something, you can go through the toolbar at the top of the menu to cut and paste something. You can use the mouse button to cut and paste something. You can use the shortcut keys on the keyboard to cut and paste something. So and I suppose relating that to SEQTA, there's other ways of doing what I just showed you now. I suppose this is like step one, is using the drop down menus, and then as you get better at it and you understand it, there are sort of some shortcuts that you can do, but for now, let's just stick to this is the kind of the best procedure of you having success. Give it a go, let me know what you think.